What's going on, everybody? Yes, can y'all believe we had our 4th episode? Oof, that's really crazy. Episode 4. But for those who are new to my stream, what's going on? It's the first and the finest, the one and the only Miss Wright, and I'm coming to you live and direct from my crib, per usual. This is the Wright Way Talk Show. You are tuned into the live stream of episode 4. Thank you so much for hopping on to my stream. Very grateful to have had the fan base that I already have, and hopefully you guys are doing your thing, liking, subscribing, sharing, and all that, because we need that. Absolutely need the support. It's such a pleasure to be here. Happy Sunday to everybody. I don't know about y'all, but it's getting hot outside. It's making me feel good. I'm a Virgo, so this is when I thrive. This is my season, and I'm getting activated. I'm not outside yet. Everyone's like, oh, you got the vaccine, you outside. I am not vaccinated yet. When that'll happen, we'll see. I'm still, trying to make sure everything is smooth and straight away before we get into all of that, before I let them shoot me up. But more or less, I'm enjoying myself. And that's what I hope everybody else is doing, both because it's Sunday and because it's hot outside and because we're here. We woke up this morning. God bless us with another day. So before we get into that, I just wanted to make sure I said that, like, hey, we're here. Like, congrats. You made it. We made it to the end of the weekend. Unfortunately, tomorrow's Monday, but it's a new month. It's May. A new month. We're going to have a new week tomorrow. So you might as well make the best of it. And speaking of week, I'm going to go ahead and kick off with my faves of the week. In the beginning of every episode, I go ahead and get into what I've been indulging in for the last 2 weeks. I only visit you guys every 2 weeks, and a lot can happen in 2 weeks, and a lot did. That's why we have my celebrity entertainment news segment, and I have the help of a very special guest this later in the episode. But before that, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all what I've been doing and my faves that have been occupying my time for the last 2 weeks. So with that being said, my favorite song, or the song I've been banging nonstop, excuse me, I ate some shrimp before this, and it was too good. Now I'm reminding myself of it. My favorite song of the week has been "Ski" by Young Thug and Gunna. This is off of Slime Language 2. This dropped 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. 2 weeks ago. I think it is expected to go number 1 on the charts. It's a compilation album with a bunch of bangers on it. I spoke briefly about it in my last, I don't even know if it was briefly, honestly. I think I spoke a lot about it. And rightfully so, because I'm still talking about it. But that song's very popular. The ski challenge is it's trending. I was doing a ski challenge this weekend with my friends. Like, it's a popping song. I really, really like it. And I like the whole album, to be honest. It's very, very minimal skips for me. So shout out to Thug, Gunna, and the rest of the camp. YSL, Young Stoner, Label Records, and Slime Language 2. Y'all doing y'all thing. So yeah, that's what I've been banging. Favorite show, or the show that I have been binge watching or just occupying most of my time. This week, it goes to The Godfather of Harlem. Yes, this is a drama series that is on Epix. It is poppin'. It is based off of a true story, or based off of true individuals. Essentially, Bumpy Johnson. If you haven't heard the name, he's one of the first Black men to have real mob ties with the Italian mafia in New York. I think it takes place in don't give me the line, y'all. I don't know, a long time ago. Like the 60s. I'm getting 60s vibes from it. But it's popping. It's popping. The new season started about 2 weeks ago, but I hadn't watched the first. So I binge watched the whole first season, and it was definitely time worth spent. It's popping, y'all. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not going to hold you. It stars Forrest Whitaker as Bumpy Johnson. He does a very good job. Like, he's giving so much Harlem when he talks. It's crazy. I'm like, bro, like, he's killing this. He really sounds like he is like an Italian mobster. Like, but this is Forrest Whitaker, like Forrest Whitaker that we all know. So he kills it. The season 2 has Method Man in it. So the theme song is like Swizz Beatz and Rick Ross, and I think DMX put a verse down for the second season's theme song. Like, it's dope. It's very, very dope. So I suggest you watch it if you're into, drama, drugs, and violence, and then you're also getting like race, race relations within it. Like, it's police brutality. Malcolm X is like, his character is dramatized in it as well. It's You need something to watch, go ahead, put that on. It's juicy, very juicy. And lastly, for my favorite quote of the week, that would be, it's not like a specific quote that I got from anywhere, but the vibes that I've been getting for the last 2 weeks is, you only can help others as much as you can help yourself. Excuse me. Essentially, the theme of self-love. You have to give to yourself and make sure that you are your best self before you try to overextend and do so much for others. I think that is a common theme in our community. A lot can be expected of us. And at least for me and the people that I surround myself with, the loved ones that I had that in common with a lot of people. And this week I've been, learning exactly the truth to that. Like, we could be these giving people, but if you don't give to yourself, you will deteriorate yourself, literally. And it's no bueno. You can't be any good to yourself you can't be any good to others if you're not good to yourself. And I also been seeing a lot of posts that just been speaking to me that have that same vibe. A lot of posts that show that self-love is more than, lighting candles and taking a bath and taking yourself on a date. Like, it literally can be saying no. It can be, giving yourself some me time. Your me time does not have to be getting a pedicure for it to be self-love. Like, I went and bought me a book last week and been doing some reading instead of like watching TV. I've been trying to do some reading. I started going on walks. Like, that is anything to do. But I work so hard and I overwork myself a lot. I have a lot of belts and things on my plate. So sometimes to just put my phone down, go on a walk, like, as the weather's getting nicer, that's something that's so like peaceful to me. And what might be a version of self love for me might not be that for you. But just making sure that you prioritize yourself and you do that for yourself is crucial and it's critical in order to be your best self. Ciao. Yes. So that's what has been speaking to me this week. And that's all that I have for my faves of the week. I hope that might have spoke to you. You might have needed to hear that message, or you might have needed a new show to watch, or you might have thought that Slime Language 2 wasn't all that. And now you know you're mistaken. So hopefully my faves of the week serve some use to you. But now we can finally get into the main event, which is the celebrity and entertainment news. The tea. What's the vibes? What's going on? What's the 411? The hot gossip. Your girl Bree is here to give it to you. So first off, we got a lot of new music. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's gonna be the bulk of this, because I'm gonna need my sis, who's coming on later, to help us out with the rest of the celebrity and entertainment news. But initially, first we got some new music. I always gotta hit y'all with the new tunes. So we have a new project, new album, compilation album, bunch of different artists per usual. DJ Khaled has done it again. I don't know, y'all. It's DJ Khaled. This man is a very talented man. He is a very intelligent man. He's very plugged in and he's very tapped in. He knows his way around the studio and he knows his way around these celebrities and these artists. Like, he knows the game. The album is called Khaled. It has a lot of features. As you can imagine, we got 14 tracks, all of them. A Lil Baby shows up on there a lot. like a lot. But you got Little Baby, Megan Thee Stallion, Bryson Tiller, who else? Meek Mill, her, Jay-Z, and Nas on the same track. That Jones tough. If I had to say my favorite song, one of my favorite songs on there, I give it to Big Paper by Cardi B. I think she's snapped. You know that our sis Cardi, our Bronx shorty, has definitely, you know, not been dropping OD like before. Like, she's definitely taking some time, but she took a break. She came out, dropped WAP, went crazy. She took a break, came out. It was up and it was stuck, and it's been up and stuck on the radio. It's been stuck and it's been up and it's been stuck. Like, that drum has been stuck on the radio for so long I can't even count. And now Big Paper, I really she's talking her, you know what I'm saying, in that track, and I'm here for it. I salute that. I also like what is it called? Every Chance I Get, Lil Baby and Lil Durk. Sturdy. I also gotta say I like the one with Meek on it. It is good, but I can't, like, when I say I don't know, it's not because I think that the album itself isn't good. Justin Timberlake, I think, is even on it. Like, it's just not what I'm trying to listen to. On how I would say I was like no skips on repeat for Slime Language 2. I don't feel that exact same way for Khaled. But I've picked my favorite songs. I don't have the storage to download the whole thing. Like, Sign Language, I just downloaded that drum. So put it that way. I think the one with Bryson Tiller, I forget the name, but it's like I think it's called Body in Motion. I was really hoping that we were gonna get another like Wild Thoughts type of song, or like a work or something. Like, we need something to really get the summer popping, but not necessarily. Body in Motion would probably be the closest thing to that, though. So I advise all y'all to go out and listen to it. If you so y'all can give me y'all thoughts. Go ahead, tell me in the comments. I want to know your vibes. I want to know what y'all feel. Besides that, I mentioned that Little Baby had a good portion of music on Khaled. He also just released the remix to On Me. The remix features Megan Thee Stallion, and they have a music video as well. It dropped live on YouTube. What day was this? On the 27th, on Tuesday. Okay, if you follow Megan Thee Stallion, you know that she has been taking a social media hiatus. So I was surprised to see that she had popped out on the video. I don't know exactly what she's been doing, but her Instagram is like, the Stally is charging. Just hold on. But she did share a little bit on her story about her feature. And today she shared a picture of her mother, because it is her late mother's birthday today. Rest in peace to Mrs. Stallion. It sucks that she has to go through that. So I definitely wanted to make sure that I sent some love to her and her family today. But yeah, Lil Baby, the Stallion, they're both popping. So honestly, I had to give it a listen. But I still haven't found anything that I'm listening to more than Slime Language 2, y'all. I'm not even like a OD Thugger fan, but it's just facts. And lastly, for new music, Her dropped a new single as well, featuring Chris Brown. It's called Come Through. This dropped on the 23rd, last Friday. It's very like spicy, sensual vibe, you know. I really want like a upbeat popping song, but the song is like it's a cute little sexy vibe. So it's a nice song. I like it. And honestly, anything that Breezy touches, I'm going to like it. I'm going to be biased. I can tell y'all that. I said this is the right way. I'm going to give y'all the celebrity tea. I'm going to give you the facts first, the opinions later. My opinion later is that I'm always going to like what Breezy does. He's a mastermind, in my opinion. So that's all that I have for the new music. Beyond that, I have a new film that dropped that I watched today. If you are a human being with eyes, I know that you saw that Michael B. Jordan and Lauren London both are starring in a new film called Without Remorse. That dropped on Friday the 30th on Amazon Prime Video. Honestly, it was really good. It's like a military film. Lauren London plays the wife of Michael B. Jordan, and he's like a military person, and it's like an action packed. There's violence, there's fighting, there's shooting, there's blood, and then so if you have a weak stomach, not for you. But honestly, they both did a very good job. It also stars Jody Turner-Smith. You probably know her best from playing Queen in Queen and Slim. Phenomenal film. She also did a phenomenal job in this one. So I have to give that to her. And I enjoyed the film thoroughly. I really did. It had its sad moments. It had its like, yeah, you better. It had those moments. I liked it a lot. I definitely recommend it. And it's Michael B. Jordan, y'all. Like, you gotta look. It's not bad to look at. If at any point the movie wasn't good, you're looking at Michael B. Jordan. So there's that. And the men can't even say anything because Lauren London is fine and beautiful, pregnant in the movie and all, still gorgeous. So y'all go ahead and watch it. Okay, it was a good John. I highly recommend. And that is all. Just kidding. It's not all that I have for celebrity entertainment news. I have more for y'all, but I need the help of my sis, Santana, to talk about this. So basically, I'm bringing my girl on here. If you've known her, you probably know her from being the culture commentator. I became friends with her because we both contribute for The Source magazine. And I just had to get her help because I knew that she had firsthand experience covering the Oscars. And the Oscars also took place on the 25th, not too long ago. So I needed some professional assistance from my friends. So I need everybody to give a warm welcome to my sister Santana.
Hello, what's going on?
And thank you so much for hopping on to chat with us. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. But yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with the Michael B. Jordan. The prison scene was my favorite.
Listen,
okay.
Listen, he was like, y'all can send in whoever y'all want because this is gonna be next. They gonna be next. I said, you know
Period.
what?
I watched the movie as well. It was pretty good. It had a plot twist in the beginning that like shocked me, and I was like, I'm not gonna give it away because
Yeah,
I haven't watched it, but
yeah,
I was devastated. But
me
I
too.
still love the film though.
Yeah, with all that being said, I would just go ahead and watch it because it has those moments for sure. But
Yeah.
we have Santana on here so that she can give us some highlights, some recaps. We need to know about the Oscars. First off, I just need to bring light to the fact that my sis covered the Oscars. As a reporter, as a fellow journalist, I am just like in awe of her. So I need everybody to go ahead and give her y'all flowers in the comments. But I wanted to know from you, what were your favorite moments from the Oscars, or what stuff did you feel like we need to talk about? Spill the tea.
Well, first of all, it was my first time actually covering the Oscars. Like, it was a really, really big deal for me because I always tell people I'm a girl who lives in Mississippi, not that many opportunities. So, somebody like me cover the Oscars and also have an alumni from JSU actually winning an Oscar, that was big for people who live in Mississippi. So to have that chance, it was awesome. Being inside the press room, it was very chaotic. It was a lot of journalists, over 400 plus journalists, reporters were inside of
Wow.
that room. It was crazy. You can only have like five. You can only ask five, talent five questions. So it
Uh-huh.
was fun. But I had to say, like, my favorite part was just overall kind of being there was just seeing them after, like, backstage and whatnot. Being able to see them in the press room.
Mhm.
Although there have been times where things didn't go the way exactly it was supposed to go.
Uh-huh.
Think this may be a good time to kind of bring up the Daniel situation, uh,
Oh.
because this one was the most talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Was sitting there and I was present.
I want to congratulate you on this. I've been following you since the beginning of your career. And I was wondering what it meant for you to be directed by Regina, what this means for you at this time with the world in the state that it's in.
Say that question again, please.
I was wondering what it meant for you to win with the world in the state that it's in at the moment?
Yeah.
So for those who, if that was difficult to hear, I just want to clear it up for people who might not have heard exactly what she said. The reporter was asking Daniel Kaluuya, who we all know from, you know, a bunch of movies at this point. He took home an Oscar, if I'm not mistaken, but she asked him how it was to work with Regina. She was referring to Regina King because she directed One Night in Miami. And we all know that Daniel was not in that film. So go ahead, proceed, Santana.
Oh, he could have been an extra in the film or something that we didn't know about. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, sitting there watching it and just being there live, seeing this happen, everybody's camera is on. You can imagine what their facial expressions are like. And I know I can't mine, so I was like, oh, what? He was in that movie? I literally went back and watch it because I was like, where was he? You know, but you know, she actually went on Twitter, the reporter, and she said that she was trying, although she was congratulating him for his win, she was trying to, you know, ask him a question about Regina King as far as like her actually being nominated within, you know, and actually not winning the Oscar for what she was nominated for. And it's like, this is his time to shine. If you wanted to know about Regina King's response to why she didn't win an Oscar, how she feels about not winning the Oscar, then you should have asked Regina King. Right now, this is his time. He's the first British actor to win an Oscar.
Right.
It's a celebration right now for us.
Mm-hmm.
For Black people, Black British people, actors, etc. You know, so that should have been a time to talk to him about him and not.
Do you really think that that's what she was doing, or was it?
Because first of all, inside of there, they actually put the name of the person who's coming up and the award they won it for. There's no way it said anything about One Night in Miami or Regina King. It said Judas and the Black Messiah.
So either she was getting Daniel mixed up because she can't.
Yeah, she got Daniel and Leslie Odom Jr. mixed up, basically. How? I don't know. Maybe I need to take my contacts out and read and get her eyes on something so that we can be on the same page.
Not even that, but like as a journalist, if one thing, like you need to know what you're talking about, and then to try to go back onto a platform and be like, oh, I was actually trying to see what it meant for her to not win one beside him. Like, what are you, sis?
Exactly.
L.
It makes sense.
Take the L.
She took it.
But,
along with the drags, because they definitely dragged her on Twitter.
Oh, I can imagine, because that's a no. And Daniel's face alone, I was surprised he didn't like say like anything, but his face said it all. So I guess right, his face said it all. But besides that, what other moments would you consider your faves or highlights from the ceremony?
Definitely, I can't remember her name, but it was a lady in a blue dress. And she was like twerking at the Oscars or whatever. Like she was shaking her little clappers, as the neighborhood talk like to say. And it was pretty entertaining. I didn't catch her name, but I think she won an award, but I can't remember what her name was. But that was a funny. It was a funny part for me. Another part I would have to say, just seeing Angela Bassett, Viola Davis, Audrey Day, just seeing how good they look. They look really good, although they didn't win or were nominated for something, but they look amazing. Just seeing Black people in general at the Oscars just looking amazing was my
Yes, I have to. I want to say one of the awards that stuck out to me was that I think a lot of awards were given to Pixar's Soul. I don't know if anybody ever seen that, but I'm pretty sure, like, y'all don't give me the line, but I'm pretty sure Jamie Foxx won something for that, or the cast and crew of Pixar's Soul. I know that Daniel Kaluuya won Best Supporting Actor for Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah.
If you didn't see that.
In a category together.
Yes, and who else won? Like you said, I feel like there was a lot of like Black people doing the thing, and that was just so nice to see us getting are royalties. And since you brought up women that was looking so good, you know that we have to get into the outfits. If you tuned into my episode when I was talking about the Grammys, you know I gotta bring light to the fits because that's, as someone who wants to cover a carpet one day, like the red carpet outfits are such an important aspect. So I'm gonna give my faves. First, I have to give it to Regina King, since we spoke so much about her. But she looks stunning to me. Stunning. She's wearing a Louis V dress. She just was giving such regal vibes. I love to see it. And Zendaya as well, giving bright. Honestly, it was the hair for me with Zendaya was concerned, but she's so model-esque. She really doesn't have to do much.
Like, she never misses. Her or Regina King, like, their outfits,
Right.
That stylists are, kudos to y'all because y'all never miss the red carpet.
And they matter. The stylists are doing their thing and they matter. That's another thing. The cosmetologist or the stylist for hair and makeup for, oh my goodness, what is the name of this film? It's at the tip of my tongue. Chadwick Boseman.
You talking Ma Rainey?
Yes, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. The stylists and makeup artists won an Oscar for their work, and they did a great job. Ma Rainey's character looked crazy. She looked crazy, but the film, another great film. But that just goes to show, like, stylists, makeup artists, hair, they really matter because that film, like, that was based off of a real person too. Ma Rainey's like a real person, and they really had to make her look like something. They did that, but more or less, all praise to the stylists. Tag y'all favorite makeup artists and hairstylists in the comments because we like to give them their flowers too. And tell us your faves, fave outfit.
Yeah, definitely her. I love her outfit, not only because of the weight of that purple rain inspired by Princess. First time he attended the Oscars was 1985, like, and he actually won his first Oscar for Purple Rain. So to see the outfit be inspired by that, and we know that Prince is a huge inspiration in her life. For her to create that same look, custom made at that, she looked really good. And of course, I gotta give it to Miss Angela Bassett. Like, that red, honey. She never missed. Well, I don't care if she don't get nominated or if she do get nominated. She gonna pull up and show out, and she gonna look good always. Definitely. So those are definitely my favorite too for that night at the Oscars.
Yes, and looking so good. Both her, both Angela Bassett, Regina, like
never
women. They be looking so good. Like, they be setting the standards real high for when we get old. Cause child, like, they look good to be their age. I don't even know how old they are. Like, they're like ageless.
Like, I'm trying to look like get to the red carpet to cover some award shows. Like, I'm getting interviewed, you know?
Right. Well, that's all that we have for the Oscars. Santana, thank you so much for coming on, and just as a moment for all journalists, like, on behalf of all journalists, you are heavy on the goals, and just doing the Oscars, and then in this whole new world where everything is virtual, being able to step up and do that's a big deal. So, like, I just had to let you know that before I let you go. Thank you for coming on and chatting with us, but most importantly, thank you for being you. Keep doing it.
Of course. Thank you for having me. It's the right way. If ain't no way, you gotta get out of my way. Okay.
Period. So thank you, girl. So yeah, y'all, that's all I got. That's all that I have. Thank you so much for tuning in to my 4th episode. Almost at the 5th. If y'all have any ideas for my 5th episode, go ahead and shoot them to me. You can hit me in my DM at Miss Wright TV. You can shoot them to my fire production team at YV Mag or at Your Voice Media, because this show would not be possible if it weren't for them. So shout out to the team, Wally, Tracy, the crew, and Zan. I want to know all y'all ideas. I definitely want to cater to y'all as much as I can. So please tell me what you want to talk about. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me who you want me to talk to. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try my best because Y'all make this possible. So thank you again for tuning into the 4th episode of the Wright Way Talk Show. And y'all have a blessed rest of your day and rest of your week. Happy almost Monday. Conclude your night. How I'm about to conclude 5, 6, 7. Conclude your night. How I'm about to conclude mine. And that's with a glass of wine because I can't talk today. Bye, y'all.